Namaste everyone, my name is Sonniyaa Singh. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, a numerologist and a Lama Fera healer. Welcome to my channel and thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video today. The topic that we will be addressing today has to do with how can we deal with negative thinking, depressive thoughts, fear-based thoughts and feelings of anxiousness. I'm sure many of us have experienced these emotions, and the past year or so has been so stressful for so many of us that we are constantly caught up in this trap of negative thinking. So my intention today was to draw a couple of cards and receive some divine guidance on what is it that we can do in the upcoming days to deal with these feelings. What reminder do we need from the universe? And I hope you will enjoy this video. Now, before I proceed with the reading, if you would like to book a session with me, if you'd like to have a one-on-one session with me, or for any inquiries, please look into the description box. I have all the details there. You can send me an email, you can get in touch with me via phone, or you can simply send me a DM on any of my social media platforms. All right, so I have already drawn the cards here to ensure that this video doesn't take too long. And some of the cards that I have drawn here are, this is a card called Home from the Lantern Oracle deck. We have the message, Lighthouse, don't doubt your worth. No surprises here. Surrender negative thinking. And we have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So let's get to understanding what these cards are telling us about how we can battle negative thoughts. Now, here is a card called the Home. The message that's written on this card is, may your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. Every time we experience negative emotion, the first thing that we do is we stop paying attention to our body. We stop paying attention to our well-being. Some of us cope with it by not taking good care of our body, not eating healthy, not taking care of our personal hygiene, sleeping for too long or not sleeping enough. So the first thing that takes the hit is our body. Wouldn't you agree? Now with this card, the message is quite simple. The first thing that we must do, and especially in the upcoming days, is to start taking care of our body. A body is a temple. Think about it. Your body is the only thing that stays with you from the start till the end. It is the only thing that can stand by you in life, and it depends on how well you treat it. Now, with this card, the message that I'm receiving here is a reminder for all of us to start eating healthy, to start taking care of ourselves, to avoid eating unhealthy food because as you may all know, when we experience difficult emotions, some of us start binge eating all the unhealthy food. It's called comfort eating, I believe. So we start doing this to make ourselves feel better because instead of addressing our emotions, it feels much more easier to just stuff down the feelings. Have you experienced this? I've been there. Now, I also feel with the Four of Pentacles card here, this card also brings us a guidance here to not stuff down things to cover up our feelings, to not sit in one place and spend too much time watching Netflix perhaps, or spend too much time worrying, not doing much, inhibiting all our physical movements, not exercising, not stretching our body. That's what this card is telling me today in this context. So start taking good care of your body. Your body is, a temple. I'm also going to read out a short message from the guidebook of this card, simply because I think this makes a lot of sense. It says here, drawing this card may signal that it is time to befriend your body, to love, maintain, and care for it as you would your most treasured and loving possession. For it is the most valuable material item that you will ever own. Whatever you give it, it gives back tenfold. Love is the best kind of food, and this includes the way you allow others to relate to and to engage with your body. So, this card does run deep. It's about treating your body with kindness, not putting your body through harm, not forcing yourself to do things that you would feel ashamed of later. And I say this because although this is a bit of an explicit topic, some of us sometimes can end up engaging in sexual activities just to overcome feelings as well, just to overcome those difficult emotions. So, my only message here with all of you that I would like to share is start treating your body with kindness. When it comes to eating, when it comes to how you live, when it comes to how you experience pleasure, make sure that you are giving your body your 100%. Now, moving on to the other card, we have the Lighthouse. This card says, don't doubt your worth. And you'll notice that this woman here is hanging a portrait and it's written, I am always enough. Isn't it true that the moment we start experiencing negative emotions, we start doubting our worth? We start questioning our abilities. We start thinking that we are not good enough. We will never get to, where we want to be. We start looking at all our past failures as, a point of reference to judge our present. We forget about the wonderful accomplishments that we have had in life. Our main focus is only on the things that we have failed at or the mistakes that we have made. It is very important for you to remind in the upcoming days that you are enough. To build your worth, to not let anybody, including your own mind, tell you that you are not good enough. Self-worth is very important when it comes to feeling better and when it comes to accomplishing our dreams and goals. This card doesn't come to me as a surprise, and how apt. It says surrender negative thinking. The card says you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmation. I think that's a very helpful step. Every time your mind talks back to you in a negative manner, identify, stop yourself, and shift and replace that same sentence or those same words with something positive. Acknowledge it. It doesn't mean you have to avoid what your mind is telling you or what people from your surrounding are throwing your way. I know some of you live in difficult family situations where maybe parents are not supportive, maybe partners are not supportive, maybe there's issue going on with family members. But the idea here is to surrender negative thinking. Every time a negative thought comes at you, take the moment to breathe, listen to what that thought is, and then say, thank you for sharing. Now let me go ahead and replace this with something positive, which is, I am enough. I am doing well. The universe supports me abundantly. So it's very important to surrender negative thinking. I know some of you might be wondering that it's easier said than done, but no, that is the true show of your strength. That is the moment where only you can help yourself. Of course, having someone supportive makes a lot of difference. But what if you live alone? What if you are alone and isolated and your thoughts are constantly going through negative thinking? You are your best friend. Now, another thing that I would like to add with this home card here is to surround yourself with positive people, positive vibration, positive surroundings. Now, when it is under your control to choose your company, make sure that you do not surround yourself with people who are always critical, people who are constantly negative about life, people who make you feel negative, who exaggerate these thoughts in your head and who, instead of helping you, make you feel worse. So please choose your company wisely. Please surround yourself with positive thinking. And home also means taking care of our physical surrounding. Meaning, make sure that you clean your house. Make sure that you sort everything. Do not clutter your environment. Notice the energy or the vibration you feel when you walk into a clean space. And compare that with how you feel when you walk into a space that is cluttered, dirty, that is not clean. You do experience a shift in vibration. So I know this is a lot to ask when you're going through difficult emotions, but when those emotions strike, get up, clean your space, clean yourself, feed yourself some healthy food, love yourself, hug yourself and tell yourself, I love myself. For all that I have seen, for all that, I have been through, I'm still here, I'm a survivor. Moving on to our last card, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Every time I see this card, I see this lush garden that this queen is sitting in, on her throne, focusing on the money, focusing on something that is very important to her. This card talks to me about being out in the open, being in touch with nature. The next time you feel depressed, try this. Go for a rejuvenating walk somewhere close to the plants and trees around you. Take a very quick walk, breathe in some fresh air, step outside, bring a shift in your environment. This card to me talks about surrounding yourself and taking help of nature that is around you to feel better. It also again talks and re-emphasizes on the fact that you should eat healthy, be healthy, feel good about yourself. Dress well, do things that make you feel good. That's what the Queen of Pentacles to me is all about. I also see her focusing on this coin, meaning focus on your dreams and ambition, focus on the goals. And because this is a Pentacle card, it's all about being in the moment. It has to do with practical things in our life. So I would say get practical, be in touch with your present, ground yourself, live in the moment. Do not get carried away in thoughts that have to do with your past. Don't get lost in thoughts that have to do with the future, because when we start worrying about the future, there comes the uncertainty of what is going to happen, isn't it? So that's what the Queen of Wands here is saying. And the last point that I'd like to touch upon with this particular card is do not stuff your feelings down with the help of food, alcohol, sex, whatever it is. Do not stuff your feelings down. Make sure that you find a way to get up and shift it. And you can shift it. What better place to shift it than, going for a quick, brisk walk in nature, breathing in some fresh air, doing something good and wonderful for your body and treating your body with love and kindness. So guys, I hope this short reading will be of help, especially if you are dealing with difficult emotions right now, if you're finding it hard to find that motivation or inspiration in doing things in your life. I hope that these messages will inspire you to take better care of yourself, to love yourself more, and to understand that you are your best friend. How you treat your body, how you treat yourself, what you tell yourself has a direct impact on what you experience. You are not a victim. You can definitely change and rewrite and re-narrate your story. Just remember that and don't lose your power. With that, I'm going to end this session. Again, if you enjoyed this video, if you found that this video had a good message to help you, do like this video, do subscribe to my channel. Send me some love, leave me some lovely comments so that, I can share more of such videos with you. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the details are present in the description box. Thank you so much for taking the time today and for giving me the opportunity to do this and to share this with you. Loads of love. May the blessings of the divine be with you. Mwah. Sending you loads of love. Bye, guys.